Hey, what's up, lightboltjoe here. Today we are going to discuss the 2010 comedy film Due Date. This stars Robert Downey Jr., Zach Galifianakis. Jamie Foxx is in this for half a second. Slew of other people are in this. This is a perfect hour-and-a-half comedy. They use one F-word, F-slur that we don't say anymore. This was 12 years ago this film came out. Some of the jokes will not have translated well to 2022, but it is still a perfect buddy comedy film because it's adventurous, it's action-packed. It has heart where you don't expect it to have heart, but it makes perfect sense in the journey of these two characters. So you have the Robert Downey Jr.'s character of Peter, and then, oh my God, I'm just forgetting Zach Galifianakis' character for some God unknown reason. Ethan, there we go. So Peter and Ethan Tremblay, whose real name is Ethan Chase. There we go. So Ethan and Peter meet outside of an airport. Where are they starting? In Atlanta? I think it's Atlanta, Georgia. And so, the townhouse car gets in an accident with the friend of Ethan who is being dropped off. So the two of them happen to be going on the same airplane to go back to Los Angeles. Ethan is trying to break into Hollywood as an actor. And Robert Downey Jr.'s character of Peter is trying to get back because his pregnant wife is due for a C-section that Friday. And so chaos ensues, right? Ethan brings up the terrorist and bomb words where Robert Downey Jr.'s character tells him not to do that on the plane. They both get court-martialed. Belongings get taken away, and so they're both stranded. But Peter thinks that his wallet and everything is confiscated in a bag on its way to Los Angeles, so he can't rent a car. How's he getting back to Los Angeles? Well, Ethan happens to rent a car, happens to offer him a ride because they're both going to Hollywood. They're both going to Los Angeles, so they might as well just go to LA together. So Peter reluctantly agrees. Chaos ensues along the way. There's a pit stop to get weed for Ethan's glaucoma. There's a massive car spiraling accident off a freeway because Ethan falls asleep at the wheel. There's his dog Sonny is involved as well. Constant shenanigans along the way. What else? Oh, they finally get to Texas where Jamie Foxx's character is there. He lends them his Rolls Royce. Or is it a Rolls Royce? No, it's not a Rolls Royce. Range Rover. Range Rover? RR. Rolls Royce Range Rover. I want to say Range Rover. And then they inadvertently get high and wind up at the Mexican border and detained, and then steal a patrol truck and wind up going to the Grand Canyon to release Ethan's dad into the Grand Canyon, and then wind up getting back to Los Angeles for the birth of Peter's son. Daughter? And then flash forward, and Zach is on TV, and he's on 2.5 Men, because that's 2010, and that's, what every actor and actress wanted to be on, because that was the show to be on. It was so cool watching this, but it was so fast. It was 90 minutes. Perfect 90-minute comedy. It's fast. It keeps your attention. It has entertaining jokes. It has a heartfelt subplot along the way, dealing with grief, dealing with loss, dealing with anger, dealing with love. Change, adventure. Anything can happen in a day, anything can happen in a week. All the chaos that ensues about getting shot and broken and all these different things about getting back to Los Angeles, very entertaining. Again, some of the jokes don't pass now, but it's a representation of the time. It is still a very well done film. It still holds my attention, and I still praise it all these years later. I never actually 100% fully watched it from start to finish until now. I've watched bits and pieces. I've watched the middle at some point. I watched the end at some point. I watched the beginning at some point. I watched it in thirds. I never watched the complete, all 3 acts together until now. But now that I did, I still love it. It's still a great film. The two of them work very well together, and I really liked the character development and growth throughout the 90-minute buddy comedy road trip film. Due Date. Awesome film. It's on Netflix. Go check it out. Mucho mahalo.